Hi Trevor, how's it, man?
Hi, how are you doing, Siddharth?
Good, man. It's been a while. It's been a couple of months, I
Yeah,
think.
it has indeed. It has indeed. But it's been a very much of a busy one, but good and exciting one, I must say. And how's it been on your side?
Yeah, same, man. So,
Oh,
my opening question to you, man, is since we last spoke, what's been the biggest personal or professional win for you?
ooh, there's actually been two really big important changes in my life and some personal professional wins. So, firstly, I've managed to publish my research paper in Croatia. And next year in March, I will go to Croatia in Zagreb itself to go and
Wow.
present it. And then a small little thing additionally to that, I completed my honors in information systems. So that's also something to look forward to as well.
How is your journey toward completing your BIT honors in informatics progressing, and what's been the most challenging so far?
Ooh, I must say, looking at it from a complexity level, yes, it is. It has been a substantial stand up and a step up from obviously undergraduate level and the previous years. However, looking at the way it's progressed and things like that and the challenges that I've had to face is that um, it's difficult in terms of time management because this year as well, what I did is I was lecturing part-time as well and I was teaching students SQL database modules as well. So managing that and juggling my time between those two different things has been quite a bit of a challenge, but also looking at the complexity of work, trying to push yourself to understand things at a higher complexity and a higher level, taking yourself to that mental thought process and stuff like that has also been a bit much of a challenge. But at the end, we did get there.
Have you taken up any new hobbies or sports?
Yes, I have indeed. So,
Uh-huh.
recently, apart from the hobbies now, this is just talking on a small little thing. We do have a thing of where we watch the Formula One, and we do this now for every constructors race and for every Grand Prix every weekend that it would happen. We would get together as a group of friends, and then we would talk about F1 and just have a simple watch and nice watch session. Other than that, we've been taking up a little bit of paddle. Not
Hmm.
too often as well, actually, as well. I'm trying to get myself into golf properly. I really, really enjoy it. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to go and play at a big full course in the new year.
You're big on networking. Have any new connections opened unexpected doors for you lately?
Yes, it has indeed. So because I've been around, I'm very much of an outgoing person. I like to go into natural environments, into public, and then just connect and communicate with people. I actually met somebody that is a corporate company head. I'm not too sure if I can say the company itself, but he was actually the founder itself of the company, and he's given me some tips as to how you start off your career, and that's actually networked and connected me with people that's within the company that I'm working for next year. And just that basic connection to say, you at least know this person that's so high up or that owns a sort of a company, it brings you closer to your company. And it just shows that my company can see that the networking capabilities that I have has opened such big of a door for me that they actually want to try and put me on a new sort of a project, to see maybe I can even present. So with that as well, I was actually requested to present a research paper in Croatia on behalf of somebody as well because of that network connections. So presenting somebody else's research paper on behalf of them as well is also something really, really awesome to do.
What new skills or tools have you started upskilling yourself in since our last chat?
So what we've been looking at, apart from what I've mentioned previously in terms of enterprise architecture, was I went into something of applied data science. Now, upskilling myself in terms of the Python coding environments and stuff like that. I spent countless hours trying to do projects for it, trying to do a little bit of data science in the background and understanding the fundamentals of the Python coding environment and seeing what new frameworks and technologies help to support it. And it's honestly just taken me from a wow factor to a breaking point and back to a wow factor because I've had to deal with my whole desktop computer shutting down on me mid processing, and it's been something of like some real major scares. But it's a really important thing to go into, especially if somebody is looking for how you can apply the data in a sense to whatever context and environment it is that you're basically dealing with. And it's interesting how you can take a simple thing such as online ordering and inventory management system and apply data science to that to actually understand what the data is based on your customer buying decisions and certain things like that. So, I mean, it also forms the basis of people creating applications that's revolutionizing the new environment, such as our AI. How does the AI actually think? How do we program it? How is the certain models learning, the learning model decisions and things like that. But it's been something that I've been really interested in, but also something that's taken a lot of time as well.
Has your mindset towards opportunities and or success shifted in any way over the past few months?
100% not. As a matter of fact, it's been much more motivated because looking at the future for the potential opportunities that are yet to come, it's obviously just excited me even more. It's something that I would encourage anybody actually to do is to picture yourself in the future sense and say, I want to be that person, but I want to try and be that person now. And then you think of yourself in a better sense and you try and keep constantly upgrading yourself and look for better and greater opportunities to be the best possible version of yourself always.
What lesson have you learned recently that you wished you knew earlier in your journey?
Ooh, I would say patience. Patience is a really, really important one because I can't count. There's been countless times where my impatience has gotten me frustrated just over simple things as trying to understand work and get things done because I've always been somebody that has always wanted to get things done like as soon as possible and to the best possible extent. I've always, especially in terms of projects, I like to do my projects as soon as I get them and then have a time period where you can just go back and reflect and try and improve as much as you can in that short time period before it, obviously, if it's due or submission. And yeah, patience has been something that I had to learn really, really hard this year, especially in terms of loading the data science and application development stuff like that. Um, Sometimes you have to literally just leave your computer for maybe 13 odd hours just for models to run and that patience to understand or just see if your model is working or not, to come back after 13 hours to see like, okay, it's working at 60%, which is good but not where it's supposed to be. It's a bit frustrating at that sense, but you learn that patience. And it's also been something that I forcefully had to learn because of the students that I taught as well. And that patience actually helped me to understand that I have the capability of actually educating people properly and helping people understand. And that's something that I really, really enjoy as well.
How do you stay motivated and focused while juggling studies, networking, and personal growth?
Um, well, I'll say I try to tend to limit my distractions in the sense of I acknowledge that the distractions are there and I try to manage it as much as I can in the sense of if I've got work that is to do and I've got my studies that I've also got to look forward to as well. I look at what is most important in terms of time framing. So the most important thing is to see what is most important in terms of time frame, what's more time sensitive, and you complete those as quick as possible. And then I basically manage my distractions in terms of like some sort of a reward system where if I'm able to complete certain sets of work, I'll give myself a reward, like, okay, cool, you can go watch TV for some time now, what, and then I'll just like come back after like maybe an hour to get back straight into work. And because I'm pretty much of a night owl person, I can push through the night and really, really work till like early hours of the morning. I tend to work my best without any distractions from like 10 p.m. onwards. So I allow myself to deal with all my distractions from the morning onwards and have the time and take that as a good break. And thereafter, I just push work and get it done. So it's practically much just managing distractions. Yeah.
If you could go back and give advice to yourself at the start of this year, what would it be?
Um, Allow yourself to learn from your peers. I would definitely say that. Because I've always had this mentality that, growing up in an environment where your parents always tell you, your friends are not going to help you pass your exams. Your friends are not going to help you do this. Your friends are not going to help you get somewhere in life. But that's really not the case. Sometimes your friends can really, really do. They really do help you out, and there is that much of support. I only allow myself to just try out and test it to see how studying in a group with friends and trying to compile notes and study notes and all these different cheat sheets and things like that and content with peers and managing work with peers as well. And it actually helps so much because your idea also, it might be the best idea to somebody else, but their ideas might influence you to make an even better one. So working with people is always really, really a great thing. And that's one thing I should, if I could go back and tell myself, is to allow myself to work with people because it would have brought me to a higher level than what I currently am at now. Not to say that where I am now is not satisfactory, but definitely it
Mhm.
would have taken me better places and bigger places as well.
All right, I have a question for you in the comments here. This is from Jitin Rishika. Hi,
Yes.
Trevor. With AI and robotics being the way forward, what are your views towards it?
So a key thing here to understand is as well is that everyone has this stigma that AI is going to replace everybody and it's going to take over the world and everything like that. People don't really understand that AI is not 100% at that capability yet. There's still years ahead of us where it is yet to even do that because the thing that humans have in comparison to AI is intuition and basic human intellectual thought process that AI cannot really possess in terms of emotions and understanding that. So automation versus the human mind and the human processing is completely different. But as it is the way going forward, it is really, really important. And I encourage everybody to at least understand what the technology is, to at least understand the different processing models and things like that. And what I'm currently doing myself and somebody and everybody else could actually do if you're interested in this sort of a thing is to understand what the models run off, how to build a large language model, those certain things. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. But it's those certain things that people should look at. It's really, really important. If you could think about, ChatGPT, for example, everybody, it's now like a buzzword. Everybody knows about it and everybody is using it. It's AI and robotics. How people have used ChatGPT, AI, large language models to even help them with robotics assignments and coding certain mechanisms and robots to actually interact with homes and things like that. But I would say instead of fearing it, learn it and adapt with it and grow with it because if you don't grow with it, you'll be left behind. And if you could be somebody, even you might just have a simple idea as taking AI and learning how to develop a system, a home security system that secures it, that's like completely secure. You bring an innovative idea to the market and things that have been thought about but not have been really implemented. So this is why I say use AI to your advantage, but don't let it replace what you do. Always add authenticity and the human touch to it because a lot of things is just AI generated and AI content nowadays, but there's no lack of human aspect. There's a lack of human aspect in it rather. And that's what people look for. Everybody looks for that originality and authenticity from humans. And an AI can't do that because at the end of the day, an AI is only trained on what the human trains it to be. So I would say go with it, but don't allow it to replace you in your thoughts and also in your work. Don't let it replace everything that you're doing. If you're dealing with writing content, you can allow it to brainstorm ideas for you and stuff like that because sometimes what we do is we get stuck and we always look for new ways, try and understand how we can go forward with certain things and you'd say, okay, we've got our technology, our robotics here doing things and automating tasks for us, but look at the way that you can improve that and try and do it on your own because everything has some sort of a battery life, and all this AI and robotics, it takes a lot of processing power and energy itself to deal with all of this stuff. So I would say look at ways of either improving that or replacing it as you yourself.
All right. My final question to you is, looking ahead, what's the next big goal or opportunity you're currently working toward?
Um, that's a bit of a tricky one. I would say it is actually moving myself internationally. I'd say that's my next biggest
Wow.
goal is to go globally and internationally. I mean, my journey is only just starting next year, going internationally towards creation stuff there, but I want to try and go globally and get myself more into the public eye and see how that actually works out for me. Um, to try and promote myself out there to see what people are actually interested and what they see from me that they would like to see more of. Um, and yeah, just promote myself out there and obviously look for new and interesting hobbies. I know I've been really getting into some racing and Formula One recently, so maybe even potentially getting an advanced driving license and just go and experience what I thought of as a simple idea. I wanted to start a little YouTube channel and do a
Okay.
thing where I title it something like Thashan Tries, for example, and I go around and try different experiences that people are not really 100% confident in doing. And simple things like bungee jumping or even cooking something like in a different country, your home country, and just experiencing different things around the world and introducing the whole world to people globally as well. Certain things like I know if you look at the statistics, there's over 15 million people in South Africa that haven't even seen the beach. And a simple thing as to just what if you go around and you take a few people on a bus and say, what, let's go experience the beach. Just that experience, allowing people to experience certain things around the world with you as well. Something that I want to try and do. But yeah, that's something I'd look forward to in the future.
Wow. Awesome. All right. All I got to say is thanks so much for your time. And when you do start a YouTube channel, do let me know. Then we can have a chat around that as a teaser. So regarding what the content you're planning to put in there and all that
Awesome.
sort of stuff.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I definitely will do. I definitely will do.
All right. Take care, man.
All right, thank you so much.